Thank you. Welcome, Hani.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. So
Glad to be here.
excellent. So let's jump into it because I was so excited when you came on that screen when we were looking for our Kevin. What attracted you to this project?
What attracted me to this project was this reminded me of every little black story, some of my ghetto friends, some of my brothers. This reminded me of one of my brothers, you know what I mean? So this what really attracted me to this story. It made me want to dive in, dig in Kevin's life. It wasn't something that, you know what I mean, a lot of people that's outside the neighborhood see. So it was a good thing to bring it to light because this happened every day.
During the casting process, we interviewed a couple of Kevins, and you was a cold read, you was raw, and you was exactly what I saw in Kevin, even in how you presented, and you really embodied that role. I think you did an excellent job on that. How is Hanif and Kevin alike?
Hanif and Kevin is alike in a lot of ways. I guess it's mostly coming from the ghetto. You know what I mean? Being raised by a struggling mom. Having a brother that you care for, but at the same time, you know how it is. You don't never want the little brother pass you, you know what I mean? But you always got that love and want him to succeed. So we definitely relate in a lot of ways. Kevin is really someone I know.
That makes sense because you need that in order to give a character justice. And when you audition, I saw that. I saw how you could relate to him. So how are you different from Kevin? Because Kevin was a complicated character.
I'm different from Kevin in the sense of I always want my siblings to win. I ain't gonna never try to do anything, no spoilers alert, but I'm never gonna try to do anything to mess up their lives. So we're very different in that way.
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie was giving my little brother business. You know what I mean? Whenever little brother think he gonna try to come and boss me up, nah. You little brother at the end of the day. I'm still bossing you around no matter what you think you're doing. You know what I mean? So.
And that was the relationship between Kevin and Marcus. That relationship was so heartfelt, but it was brutal.
It was real.
Exactly. It was real. How would you describe the relationship between Kevin and Marcus?
I would describe their relationship as a love and hate relationship. You know, he kind of resent, you know, his brother Marcus, but at the same time, the love that he got for him never dies. And I feel like it worked that way for both of them.
So tell me, in the car scene, what was motivating Kevin? Because that car scene was pivotal. Yeah. That car scene really jumps off the conflicted installment, and that's kind of where it started. So in that car scene, what was Kevin thinking? What was his goal? What was his motivation in that scene?
If I had to say what Kevin's motivation was to get his little brother off the stoop, like into the real world. You know, you're not a baby no more. Mommy can't hold your hand everywhere you go. So I think that was just it for Kev, to just take that role of, I'm big brother, come on, I got you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure you good. You know, that's how all big brothers is.
The relationship between Karen and her boys, what was Kevin feeling in those interactions? Because we could see on screen the difference in how Karen had to love her boys. How, as her son, and not the prodigy son, how did Kevin feel in those moments?
I mean, you feel unloved. You feel unwanted. You know, you feel like, in a way, your mom even wish you wasn't even part of his family. So, I mean, he's hurtful, he's resentful.
Do you think that's where part of his kind of, not disdain, but part of what he was feeling with Marcus, do you think it stemmed from that relationship?
I think that's where it all comes from. That's where it all comes from. Like, it's not even so much of Marcus. It's more from the parents. And that's something that kids don't understand until they get older. And it's a good thing that we tackling it.
So I want to ask you, Kevin, because Kevin was kind of the black sheep of the family. What was it like to play a character who didn't really feel connected to anyone, who didn't have any role models, who really felt like an outcast?
That's a tough one. I mean, I could say what it was like to play a role with no role model. It was kind of different. It made me see things from a different light. It made me see how fathers cherish their son. I don't know what it's like to be a father, you know what I mean? But I grew up with my father. And I was fortunate to have my father in my life. Kevin, not so much. So it made me want to be a better father in real life. For whenever I do have my little seed, you know?
I am so excited at what you did with this project and how you own this character. You really gave me everything I needed in what I saw for Kevin. And one of my favorite scenes is the car scene as well. That is one of you did a line delivery in that scene that literally when I show people a clip, that is the clip that I show, because the way, not only how you delivered that line, but Marcus's hesitation, that scene for me was just everything. So I'm super excited. So tell me, what is next for Hanif? What are you working on?
Oh man, what's next for Hanif? I have a basketball film coming soon, maybe later this year, maybe next year. I have a mixtape coming out, new music working on. Soon y'all will know who Hanif Jones is, starting with this film right here.
Excellent, and we're looking forward to that. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to come out and share with us, and I appreciate you coming on board this project. You did an excellent job. Thank you.